Come to reading text A. How do we learn reading text A? We know very well about the fundamental skills in English. Listening English, speaking English, reading English, writing English, and vocabulary and grammar. So learning any reading text A includes listening, speaking, reading, writing skills, or improve of our vocabulary and acquire the skill of grammatical knowledge. The skill of grammatical knowledge. All these are very important components in reading text A. First, in learning process, we should read the lesson paragraph wise. 2 or 3 times. This is very important. Reading the lesson means read all the paragraphs at least 2 times, maximum 3 times. This is very important. If you are able to read all these paragraphs, the entire lesson 2 or 3 times, definitely without helping of the teacher or others, you can understand 50% of the content. That's why you must read the lesson at first 2 or 3 times. Then underline the new words. Underline the new words or phrases. This is very important. While you are reading the paragraphs, while you are reading the lesson, you may find some unknown words, unknown phrases. Immediately you have to underline all the unknown words and phrases. After completion of the reading process, try to get the pronunciation, meaning of the words through dictionary reading, or get the information from your teacher also. It is better go through the dictionary to learn a new word, because for dictionary exercise there are 2 marks. If you practice the dictionary exercise like this, you can easily acquire 2 marks out of 2 in the public examinations. So through dictionary reading, it is very easy to get the meaning and pronunciation of the words. And another important thing. Important characters, important situations. This is also very important while you are reading the lesson. Identification of the important characters and identification of the important scenes and important situations in the lesson. For your better clarification, better understanding of the lesson. Because comprehension passages are very important in public examinations. If you prepare all the paragraphs like these, you can easily get 15 by 15 marks in comprehension passages or in reading comprehensions in public examinations. That's why while you are reading the lesson, you should underline or you should identify the important characters, important situations, or important situations. Identification of the important situations or important characters or underline the new words, what not each and every new items. After completion of all these items, and your teacher will give some comprehension questions on the paragraphs what you have read. The comprehension questions may be on the characters or important scenes or important situations. The answers are in the same lesson, same paragraphs, and it depends upon, answering depends upon your understanding ability. If you read the passages or if you read the lesson twice or thrice, if you know the meanings of the new words and phrases, and if you identify the new characters or new situations, it is very, very, very easy to give all the answers in comprehension questions. There is no doubt. That's why I request all my students, read the lesson twice or thrice. This is very, very important. If you don't know the pronunciation or the meanings of the words, then you shall go through the dictionary, or you can take the help of your teacher. And you may discuss with your friends also. Then the teacher will give some comprehension questions on the same paragraphs, what you have read. And you read the lesson one or two times again. Then you read the first question and you can easily identify the answer. And you write the answer in simple sentence. There is no doubt. You can easily write. Unless you prepare well, unless you study well, you read well the lesson, you can't give the answers, right answers. It is mandatory to read each and every line, to read each and every paragraph 2 or 3 times. So reading is very, very important. Next, after comprehension questions, here the teacher's role. Here the teacher's role is very, very important. Teacher's interaction. Teacher's interaction. Here in teacher interaction, the teacher will explain the important events, important incidents in the lesson. Explain the entire content in a story manner, in a storytelling manner. And if you have any doubts, ask your teacher. He will explain all your doubts. Here, interaction of the teacher is very, very important. The teacher may interact on the vocabulary or on the language items or on the content also. Here, 40 to 45 minutes teacher's role is very, very important. In this session, you can be clarified all your doubts regarding vocabulary, language items, and some phrases, and the important situations. This is the role of teacher. Next, after teacher's interaction on the lesson, we should enter into learning vocabulary, language items. Means what are the synonyms, what are the important antonyms, what are the important right forms, what are the important suffixes, what are the important words for spelling test, and what are the important words for vowel test. And according to the examination pattern, then here we can learn all the important vocabulary and language items, and this is also very important. And this class is very important for 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days. We cannot complete all the items in a single class. At least 2 classes are very important. Means 2 hours are very important to learn all important vocabulary and language items in that particular lesson. Then after that, grammar. In each and every unit, there are 1 or 2 important grammatical items in 9th and 10th class. You should focus on grammar items, because all these vocabulary and grammar items are not only important for public examinations, but also they are very important in your competitive examinations also in the future. That's why you must focus on grammar items also. You should practice. Here, teacher explains the ground rules. Explains the ground rules. To any grammatical item, there were some ground rules. Each and every ground rule will be explained by the teacher. And the teacher will explain some examples also. Examples also. On basing the ground rules and on basing the examples, you should practice. You should practice. The teacher will give some exercises for your practice. And this practice makes you perfect to get 70% marks in grammar items. If you face any doubts while you are doing the grammar items, so you can clarify your doubts with your teachers or with your friends. This is very important. Practice is very important. Practice basing on the ground rules and examples. And once more, I am explaining. You should take support of your teacher or your friends while you are doing the exercises. After completion of the exercises, and you will be perfected, there is no doubt. And clarification of the doubts are also very important. If you have any single doubt, you can't approach forward. Because grammar is nothing but mathematics, steps, stages. That's why you must understand all the ground rules, and you must listen and learn the examples, what the teacher gave. Because the ground rules and the examples which are given by the teachers are very important in your individual practice. In your individual practice, if you have any doubt, clarify all your doubts with your teacher. Then you will be perfected in grammar items. I will explain the grammar items one by one. This is the process to complete reading text A. To complete reading text A. After completion of the grammar items, the lesson or the unit is not over. Here there are number of items were remained. Creative expressions are very important. What are the creative expressions in the lesson? Here creative expressions means on basing the content, on basing the theme of the lesson, There are some important diary entries, and there are some important conversations, and there are some important lessons and biographies also there. And here there is a chance in some units a script for speech. So according to the length of the lesson, according to the nature of the lesson, and we can learn 2 or 3 important creative expressions in each and every reading text A. So after completion of the grammatical items, you must focus on creative expressions. Here creative expressions are nothing but discourses like letter writing, diary writing, and biographies, or script for speech like that. After completion of the creative expressions, and it should be treated as the completion of the reading text A. Without completion of the discourses or creative expressions, it should not be considered that the lesson is over. Okay.